Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome into Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank, on this lovely Wednesday morning, the 20th of August in sunny Colorado, 7 a.m. Today's episode, we are covering rail. Let's go ahead and let me just jump to my very quick, can't find it. So XRP, Ripple purchases rail for $200 million. Toronto-based stablecoin company, huge, huge, huge for Ripple, and for XRP. Let me quickly. Well, I can't get it to pull up, but that's okay. I am trying to pull up on the tech side because we've been having some technical difficulties, making sure that we are up and running. Now, we're good. If everybody can hear me, give a holler, and I will give a quick check. And yes, 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 we are sounding good. We are sounding good. Okay, awesome. Guys, welcome into Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Please tap that like and subscribe. And please don't forget to tap our Caleb link down below. We can quickly get to markets this morning before we get into the episode. We also have Bitcoin dominance dropping in a large way. We can get into that as well. But let's quickly go ahead and get into the cryptocurrency market cap. We're sitting at 3.84 trill right now. We've dropped into the fear 5 points. We were into the greed, I think 5 or 6 points yesterday into the greed. So things have turned. Bitcoin dominance has dropped below 60%. So now, as everybody's saying, altcoin season has started. This is it. I don't know if we're going to see the same pattern we saw last time, guys. We've already seen some of these altcoins jump and run beyond what they did the last runs, and I'm going to say that I see a separation this time around. Yes, this time will be different. It'll be similar, but we'll have some nuances, some changes, some subtle differences. And in my opinion, in my humble opinion, let me get to this show up. In my humble opinion, guys, you guys tell me what you think. I think our cryptocurrency market is about to explode. I think we're going to get a number of. Here, let me get this pulled up. Whoops. Oh, good. So we've got sound. Good. XRP. $300 at least is what we're talking about. We've got the rail acquisition. We've got that to talk about. So we're going to talk about Ripple purchasing rail for $200 million. Stablecoin company pushing B2B payments with that. We'll talk about that. We're going to talk about a $300 XRP and why and when I think that's happening. We know if you've been in the community, and guys, welcome into the chat. Lizard King, good morning. No luck on X. Okay, we are on X though, so I got to figure that out. Why that's happening to you? Interesting. Let me make a note for my guy here. X. Okay, thanks, Lizard King, because we've been working on that to get on X and to get everything set up, and I'm sure we'll solve it. But thanks for letting me know. Now, guys, a $300 XRP. Talk to me about this because we've done our whiteboard episode, and Lizard King, welcome, man. What's up, man? Has participated in that and some others, and you know how I feel about XRP. You know how I feel about some of these coins. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. My opinion, based on the research that I've done, and to use the word "feel" is not really cool. The way I see it, based on my research, is we have at least XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, a few others that are going to run so far past what we thought they would during even bear times. They're going to keep going. So, and that's my opinion. And there are more that will do it. But these heavy hitters that are utility-based projects that do something in the real world, we're going to see a huge explosion with these coming up. Our time is coming for our utility run with these, and it's going to go crazy. And what's going to happen is, okay, think about a utility run versus a spec run. excuse me, a spec run goes, everything retraces, right? But how would a spec run, how would a spec run alongside a utility run? What, how, what would be the difference in the charts? Talk to me, right? You know what I mean? A utility run is way more solid, on a way more solid ground and backing, and is going to last much longer, is going to shoot much higher up and to the right over time than a spec is before it takes its big drop and stays and has to bust out of channels. Is it not true? People know some charts. We love us a utility run. We're about to see a utility run, which is I like it better than a spec run. Based on XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, Algo, MIOTA, IOTA, a whole ton of others. Utility-wise. ADA, excuse me, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, based on what it's doing with the meme chain gang. Let's think about this. Let's think about where crypto really, really is going in the next year or two or three, and where prices are going. Excuse me, I can't. These allergies are ridiculous. I love Colorado, but I have a July, August, 2 months where my allergies are freaking ridiculous. I've got a strong immune system, and I'm awesome as far as that goes. But boy, I cannot stop, and I do apologize. I keep I keep needing to clear, and otherwise I can't speak well. So, what do you think? Talk to me. Talk to me. Not about allergies. No, the channel's not about allergies. It's about crypto. Talk to me about crypto. What's the deal? What do you guys think? This is why I do the exercise. This is what this is about. I mean, price predictions. Okay, here's the thing. Come on, guys. Are we not in here to be making money playing with crypto? Now, I'm not a financial advisor, and I can't give financial advice, and you should not be buying or selling anything because of what I say or do. I'm calling out the ones I think are potent, will be more potent moving forward, have solid legs to stand on, have solid brick and mortar structures, tentacles spread across, multiple regions, perhaps. Not that it has to be, but are masters in their niche, what they're doing, and the world knows it and wants to play ball with them, wants them to service them. Where is this going when we have a scenario like that in a burgeoning industry like internet or cell phones or cryptocurrency? When the world wants to adopt it, small, medium-sized companies, large-sized companies want to buy it and need to buy it, need to use it to be able to leverage blockchain technology. You could not have the cell phones. They needed to do it. They could not have the internet first prior to that. They needed to do that. These companies, small, medium, and large, they had to. Eventually everybody had to get a website, and you know that. Okay, so seriously, think about this. Think about the adoption of I'm trying to not get all crazy, because it's not interesting once it gets too nutso. Calm down, Tank. Please open eyes. Here's the deal, and I know you guys see this. I'm not talking down either. I know you guys see this. The internet started it all. Let me turn this down. Sorry, that's loud. The internet started it all. Well, the internet started with it. Then cell phones are able now to ride on top of the internet rails, as far as like what I mean is not on top of the rails necessarily. You know what I mean? What I mean is think about the world when we started computers, internet, everything else, and how clunky it was. And then it got better, it got fast, then it got mobile with laptops, boom, boom, boom. The next iteration was the cell phones. Having the internet on the cell phones. That's what I mean. That's if we remember, that's how it happened. And that's how we get to my having essentially, essentially either the same as an iPad or the same as another regular laptop that I have. Okay. I can take this into the field with me now and do cryptocurrency on it. Buy, sell, whatever cryptocurrency on this device. Fast too. Microsoft Word, Office, everything, most things that I do anything that I want to use. Internet, very fast. It is essentially a laptop. All my charts that I check, stocks, my platforms, I can handle everything on my phone. And most of you can too. And it costs a little bit of money to have the better one, but it's worth it. Good morning, guys. Alexander, good morning into the program. Phoenix doesn't rise from the big green candles. It rises from embers and ashes. Yes, it does, says Lizard King. Well said. Are you a poet? That was well said. What's my prediction on the end of the year? I'm not making fun. That was cool. I'm kidding. I know it's what my prediction for the end of the year. I don't know, man. I put this up yesterday, and I'm at like 27. Then I'm at 47. Then I'm at I'll switch it, and I'll be at over $100, and then I'm back to $37, 47. Really conservative, really very bearish, and then I'll go back to $150 by the end of the year. Because here's the thing. I think it's whiteboard time. Stu, what's up? What up, Stu, and all the regulars? It's this time. Some people jumping in, so I'm going to do this now. I know we were on some other stuff. I got to get to my full camera. Learning how to use this thing is the knucklehead tanker. Good morning, guys. Into the program. Welcome in. It's time for this. I'm being asked, what's my prediction on XRP for the end of the year? And I'm telling you that it changes daily. By the way, we're getting a mic that allows me to run around and move around. And by the way, I don't know if you noticed this, but we do have a guest coming on shortly here in studio. So we've installed another mic arm with another mic. 37 will change my life. I think he said yes. Dude, good for you. Man. Yeah, I'm gonna. I always stop at that point when I hear something like that. I stop because yes, it was going to change my life as well, and I know exactly what you mean. And good for you. And hats off to you, and headphones off to you. And I really mean that. It's not financial advice on the channel. I'm not a financial advisor. You can lose your shirt in crypto, your pants, your shorts, your underwear, your freaking shoes, everything, your glasses. You could, Sal Rosenberg says you could lose your glasses, everything. You could lose everything in crypto. But for those of you who come into the comments like Alexander and say, yeah, $37 will change my life, I'm sitting there going, wait, if XRP goes to $37, I don't even know what I would do. I just don't even know. And I don't know. I have a pretty good idea. I mean, because I'm taking some lifestyle chips, the wife and I, but what I'm also going to do is leave as much of my XRP in cold as it possibly can. Because I don't know what the future plans are for XRP, so I feel like that would be a wise move, and that's not financial advice. Now, if it's the only bag I was holding, it might be different. But the thing is, it's not the only bag I'm holding, or the only full transparency, the only larger bag that I'm holding. Probably all you anybody, don't say what you have in the comments and things, please. But to say life changing, nothing wrong with it. It's fine. I mean, I know it gives a clue, but I think everybody knows that those of us that have been in this crypto space early, did this for a reason. We're not playing games. And that's why I paused and stopped. And that's why I'm dedicating this time to this piece of the episode. To say that while I'm not a financial advisor, if XRP goes to $37, some of us in this community and some watching the video and me and some are going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't. I don't know what I'll feel. I think that's what I mean is I don't know what my feeling is going to be. You know, when you get excited about something like going on a cool ride at Universal or just something, I don't know what it is. I tried to think about something that was mild. When you're younger, of course, right? And you go on this ride and you get excited. When we're adults, we don't have a lot of those points. And I gotta feel like, I gotta say that, like, if XRP hits $37, you guys, I think a lot of us are gonna turn into giddy little school kids. Not really, but you know what I mean? That feeling of just that excitement, like you literally want to jump up and down. Hilarious. Hold on one sec, because we got to do this thing for my XRP price prediction. Hold on one sec here. Stu, what's up? My Mr. Rogers thing. I should leave my changing thing just sitting right here so I don't have to jump off and just do my Mr. Rogers bit and change over into this. All right, my XRP price. We got to do this because I got to pull out the big chart. Now, is it alt season? I don't know. You guys tell me. Bitcoin lost its 60% dominance. I don't think that means a whole heck of a lot in these times because I think things have changed now. We have a different landscape. I think between the pro-crypto White House, between executive 401k, executive order signed 401k allowing land, private equity, crypto into retirement accounts. Excuse me, Project Crypto laying out guidelines for pretty sure that's that one. Yeah, laying out the guidelines for I say guidelines, but asking the certain departments for right now, the Department of Labor and the SEC, to change its what's the wording? Basically to reassess, no law changes, but to basically reassess and kind of like reevaluate and then change the way their regulations are set so negatively toward crypto. To say, hey, those institutions who have fiduciary responsibilities to their holders, you know what, crypto okay, in our opinion. It's kind of like an opinion-y thing. And they're asking them to reassess and revise what they're saying about crypto, that it has such a negative spin, change that around. So that's pretty huge. That's monstrous stuff for us. There are more things, obviously, what's happening with Trump's family and, some people saying that, of course, World Liberty Financial Coin is a competitor to RLUSD. Don't think so. Don't think it is. Have an episode on that. It's designed more for kind of like political payments and things like that. And it does not have legs to stand on stablecoin wise, as far as it's like WLF1 or something. Check that one out. I think we're okay. Interesting how some things can't be bought. I found that to be interesting because I got to believe that WLF1 could have just, taken off and we'd all be concerned as XRP folk holders. But no, some things can't be bought. You're just not going to, it takes years to gain that traction with the stablecoin. And it can be done. You can be sped up. But yeah, I mean, we see Ripple buying Rail recently. But anyway, let's get to my price. And is it alt season? And question, is it alt season or not? Even though Bitcoin dominance, so it is. I mean, I guess it is based on what we call it, right? What we've been talking all these years. It's that when that happens, we're in alt season. I think we're in a different type of alt season. Comments. Alexander says, "I'm in this for life." Yeah, okay. And probably not a bad move as far as holding. I know what you mean. As far as holding XRP and some others, might not be a bad move. Yeah, I know this thing, man. I was trying to do the professor thing, and it comes across as doctor. This thing is so silly. I was told. I can't say that. I actually had the idea, but then I was told you gotta do it. All right, so we did it. It's fun. It's fun. Lizard King and Stu in here. Alexander in here. What's up? Yeah, Lizard King, you are kind of. I went back to the comments. You're kind of a poet. Come on now. Yeah, I saw it. Just overly dramatic at times. No worries, dude. We're all a little overly dramatic. Stu and Lizard King in here. Alexander, we got Turkey Base that I missed. Turkey Base, you gotta jam that comment section down because I missed you. You're hidden up there in the middle somewhere. Turkey base. You got to tap that comment section out a little more often, Turkey base, because I can't see you. And I love your name, by the way. Turkey base 911. All right, I'm going to get a better mic, guys, so you can hear me. The wife complains. Don't worry, the wife's the critic on the channel. She said to make sure that you all know that she loves me very much, and she thinks that all of you think that she is this tyrant that just is always because of the way I talk about her. She's awesome. She's super kind, super nice. She's awesome. She's helpful. Sometimes she gives me lists of things to do. Honey-do lists. Did I say sometimes? So XRP. All right, so XRP by EOY. By EOY. Hold on a sec. I'm going to show you how I'm going to get to my watch. Morning, Chris. How are you this morning? Welcome back in, Mr. Chris. Guys, I'm going to show you my screen, and I'm going to show you, and you're going to think I'm crazy, by the way, I think. I think you're going to think I'm crazy. I think you already think I'm crazy. So if I back up on this chart and I come out here to XRP, all right, here, I'm going to simply explain this because I'm guessing and I don't know, but it goes something like this. And help me if you know charts better than me. It goes something like this. If we look at the percentage gains that happened here for cryptos, that got to keep going and we got smashed for the good ones. If we look at the gains for the cryptos, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so forth, that got to keep going and climbing up and to the right, higher highs and higher lows during this time here and here. Did we really being stifled by the suit and and constrained? Right. Now, what I'm saying is that there's large percentage jumps. Maybe not percentage jumps, but there was room to move for other coins during this bull run and this bull run. And I'm saying we got cut short. XRP. Because of that, I'm going to, because of that and this right here. Hang on. This board's freaking great. So because of that, what in the world's he doing? Okay. So, for all you electricians out there, now for each one of these, So for each one of these, we have a we have a an event in the real world for each one of these. Okay. We had an event in the real world for each one of these. All right. We're going to get them all up here too. You asked me about XRP's price, and this is probably the best. This is probably the best way to describe it. Okay, each one has an event. Each one of these has an event. This is a huge light switch with all of these lights. And these are just some of the events. All right, I'm going to jot a date over each of these. Okay, I'm going to jot a date down. So we're going to assign each one of these light switches. And actually, I really should have 12, but just let's get these 10 up here. So go ahead and start naming off the flip of the switch, because the flip of the switch to me is a huge freaking light switch. So this is the okay. All right, so let's start getting these down on the board. If you might, let's get these down on the board. We've got 1, 2, 3. I'm going to name each of these light switches too, and I'll start with this one. I'll start with that one. What are the other catalysts here? And I could just name them. If you guys lay them out in the comments, I'll start jotting them down, or I could just jot them down. But comments, guys. Sorry. Stu, who's in here this morning? We got Chris. Good morning, Chris. We got Stu, Lizard King, Alexander, and a number of others. I have no idea who is in here, but welcome into Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy, with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. No, it's not a doctor. It looks like it. It's supposed to be a professor, a teacher, but if we want to go with doctor, I guess it could be worse. Doctors can teach too. Happy to be buying XRP today, says Turkey Base, and thanks for jumping in with some more comments. Good morning, Turkey Base. Thank you for commenting. Yes, some folks are going to be buying some XRP today. It's not financial advice on the channel. I'm going to very quickly, because I don't think anybody's going to lay them out in the comments, I'm going to very quickly go ahead and, Genius Act. Yeah, thanks, Lizard King, for helping me out. Stablecoin Act. There you go. Hold on now. All right, thank you, guys. Good. We'll say clarity. delineating the line between CFTC and SEC for sure. Stable Act definitely. What under Genius, right? Somebody clarify that for me. Stable is under the Genius or completely different? I know Clarity Act, which isn't finished yet, is defining the lines between SEC and CFTC. Help me out with that in the comments because I forgot. What else do we have here? I'm going to lay out a couple of more. 401k executive order. We have pro crypto admin. We have Paul Atkins, which is kind of part of this, but being in there, I'm going to say, sorry, we have Paul Atkins being in there and also Atkins. Sorry, buddy. Project Crypto. Kind of coming back to this Project Crypto, making a mess of our light switch here. Let's see. What else do we have? We have a few things here. We have RLUSD. Well, money transmit, but anyway, bank license coming up. I'll put question mark for that. But RLUSD, I'm going to put purchases. I'm going to put aligning with rail. I'm going to put hidden road. I'm going to say open permission features. And we can add more too. Enabled, because they're not enabled yet. So those enabled. Let's see. What else? Who is going to tell me in the comments what I am missing? Let's see. My comments. Guys, welcome in, by the way, to Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. And please tap like and subscribe down below because that's what you got this morning. And welcome in, Stu, Lizard King. Again, Chris, welcome back in. Turkey Base, welcome back in. Alexander, welcome back in. All right, guys, I need to finish this mess up on the board. Here are the catalysts for XRP and the flip of the switch moment. For those of you who are interested in this kind of stuff, I am going to put, I should have a timeline of when, right? So this is, I'll do a check, still developing, right? But check. I mean, some of these things are developing still, always still developing, right? But I'm still going to use a check there. Still developing, right? But I'll use a check happening in play. More flipping of the switch, I suppose, making the light bulb be even brighter, if that makes sense, right? The more some of these switches are flipped, they'll even what they're connected to as far as we can equate the light being equating that, never financial advice on the channel, we can equate the light to being price. Light intensity is equivalent to price increase. The light intensity signifies the price going up or down. So if one of these things fails or whatever, we would just turn the switch down and the light intensity would go down on that bulb, giving us a total, of course, all of it, in the end, giving us the total price of XRP. Interesting way to do it. This is why you're getting this. And when you point, you best be using that pointer because it makes a lot more sense. See, it even has a hand pointing to an up and a down. very, very, very handy. Yes, light intensity equates to price. So here we have our light bulbs that are associated with a light switch that does something in the real world concerning XRP and its price movement in the real world. Case being over, lights the light bulb up to a certain intensity. And when we add up all these intensities, we get actually a price of where XRP is. Now, some of these things may go by the wayside in the world as they start to develop traction. We'd have to turn that switch down a little more, and then this would lose its intensity, right? And then we would crank them up when they hit their point in the world where these things are happening for between rail and, Rail's usefulness concerning XRP and cranking up the value of XRP, but the usage of RLUSD with rail, if that increases RLUSD notoriety usage, there's way more on the stablecoin thing, which I'm not well versed on, but I think in my opinion, I think it's usage. From my understanding, it's usage, which Tether is, and it's on how many chains, I do believe, because I think Tether's on a whole ton and crushing it and has way more, and then it's USDC in second, and then RLUSD is trying to gain traction, but with Rail, and then Hidden Row and Prime Brokerage and what this does with this acquisition for what I do believe it's AMMs with this, our main connection with what we can do on the XRPL. Somebody talked to me about that with Hidden Road and treasuries and how that connects us all. Open permission features being turned on the ledgers, another light switch connected to this bulb. And that has not been turned on yet. So this bulb is just dead right now, right? And let's get some activity on the rest of these bulbs because these suckers are starting to light up just a little. I haven't really set our XRP's price yet, so we can't really light them, but they're getting ready to really be lit up. All of these bulbs, they've got some activity. These bulbs. All of them. This one has nothing yet. Now, our last bulb. What am I missing for our last bulb here? Let's get some comments here. Sorry, I'm losing my comments. Sorry. Okay, stable act. Gotcha. Red, switch number 1. What is written in switch number 1? Case over is switch number 1, Marnie. Thanks for joining us in, Marnie. Welcome in. Hidden Road's acquisition. Yeah. ISO 20022. Yeah, it's ISO 20022. The messaging code for from International Standard of Operations, the banking code. Yeah, banking charter, it's a thought. Yeah. Clarity Act and DTCC, Depository Trust. Why do I mess this up? Something Corporation. Depository Trust. Somebody tell me. I hate that I do this. I have always had a brain freeze because of the name just is really dumb to me. Like what? Clearing. Sorry, Clearing. Yeah. Thank you, Frank. Clearing Corporation. All right, so we have a short circuit, a private public junction box. What do you mean? Hold on. Is there a way to take your screen? Oh my God, I'm so stupid. Guys, I'm so dumb. I'm the worst. You can't trust me with a YouTube channel. You just can't, especially not live. I'm the worst. I know to put the full screen on. I forget. I need a tech guy for my lives. I apologize. How's that? A lot better? Now you can see the screen? All big and awesome? Yeah? Tell me. You can see that thing all awesome now? I'll get out of the way. Boy. I got to learn how to do this thing. You You can probably see a lot better now, huh? Now that I do that. What do you think? Now can you see it? Although it is a little sloppily written. It is sloppily written. Let's do that. Much better. Okay. Still sloppy, but much better. Okay. Can you guys see that better? Is this happening now? Yes, yes, yes. Conga says perfect. Okay, good. I apologize, guys. You can't trust me doing the white. You can't trust me with a few things. I'm being trusted with this YouTube channel. I can't believe it. Conga, what's up? Welcome in, Conga. And please go ahead and tap like and subscribe. Anybody who is in here, thank you, American Dowser. I appreciate you. Guys, I am trying to educate everybody and help us all not miss the boat on crypto. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. You can lose your shirt, your pants, your underwear, everything in crypto. Please be careful. Be very, very careful. There is a lot to learn. Nothing wrong with, in my opinion, purchasing and hanging on to certain cryptocurrency projects that we've researched, and a lot of folks are saying, yes, those are good projects. I could never give any financial advice, and you wouldn't buy or sell anything because of what I said in the channel. My opinion, full transparency, the things I purchase are XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, IOTA, Algo, VeChain, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana if you're Raul Powell, you got to put an R at the end. I love you, Raul. What's up, man? Raul Power. No, it would be Raul Powell. Sui, there's tons of them. There are a number of projects. You got your Flare, you got your, did I mention VeChain? You've got Harmony One, you've got Zilliqa, you've got Digibyte, you've got a number of these that may or may not go back to all-time high. I like Smooth Love Potion, the burn coin for Axie Infinity, breeding new characters on Axie. Check that one out. Yes, it has an unlimited supply. I get it. Check out its all. I like Sand. I like Mana. So there are a number of them, not financial advice, but the point, though, is to get folks in early on some of these so that you guys can research them yourselves and figure out what is going on. Do I want to purchase any of these? You have to answer that yourself. Your financial decisions are your own. I am not a financial advisor. I am here educating and giving information and some a little bit of entertainment with the lab coat. I mean, it's supposed to be a freaking lab coat as a professor. And everybody's like, what's the doctor doing? And it just didn't. I feel like it still works, but people, it's not what it's supposed to be. I need something saying this coat is professor. What does that? Oh, hang on. I know. That does it. That does it. That says professor. And so does this. That's more professor, right? Than a doctor. But honestly, I literally almost fell over. These things are ultra layered with like this glass that I thought you'd think they'd make them clear in the center, but it literally is like a house of mirrors on your face close up, and I almost tripped over. These are dangerous. Anyway, that looked a lot more professor like, but it is what it is. Getting back to our point, guys. The goal is for hopefully some folks to jump on this and for your own purchases, make good financial purchases with crypto decisions and make good purchases and take yourself out of the game, perhaps, of running around and chasing your tail every day, trying to chase money, green dollars. So before I continue, quick on the comments because I let them go. Okay, is there a way to take your... Okay, we already hit that. Sorry. Yes, awesome. Good. Figure out why the banks... So we got... I can't figure out why the banks have resistance to collecting Nostro money. I don't know either. Yeah, Good question. I don't know either, King. Lizard King. Conga says perfect. Good. Well, gotta take a screenshot so you can zoom in. Huh? On what? Oh, Mr. McGill. Oh, the glasses. Yeah. Yeah, they're silly. I almost fell over. At one time, I considered Nostra money had fallen victim to fractional lending. Their pre-funded accounts and smoke and mirrors. They could be deep trouble if they're busted. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't know what to say on that. I don't know if they get in trouble. I don't know if these people really get in trouble. But yes, they could be for sure. I just realized this does the best pointing end to tap my screen with emphasis and not damage my screen. I love it. This thing is cool. Now, this first light bulb here, case over. What are your thoughts on this, and this, and this? The first up to here. Well, yeah, up to here, because then we can get into more. These things, I feel, when I put them down at the end more, these are more the real utility happening, and we know that we don't have permission features enabled on the ledger yet. That's a huge one. Huge one for real world. We could say bank charter here coming up as another one. We could use that. I feel like there's another one, though, we can use there. Would it be AMMs? Guys, were we considering how much the AMM is going to do? I don't know. What are we missing here? We're missing a few. I'm going to come to it once the episode's over. We're missing a crucial piece on this light switch. Somebody help me. What are we missing? It's going to be a real world situation like purchasing rail, purchasing hidden road, open permission features being enabled on the ledger. It's going to be a real world thing like that. What's our 10th light switch? Somebody help me. What are we missing? Think. Let's think about this. What are we missing up there? We've got case over, Genius Act, 401k, executive order, project Pro Crypto Administration, Project Crypto, New York Department of Financial Services, as well as almost every state in the U.S. for a money transmitter license. I would say bank charter potentially. I think that's huge. And that came from who gave us bank charter? Banking charter application, Lizard King. We'll give credit to King on that one. Bank charter. So a banking charter license. If I can spell. All right, so what is every one of these is sends once we start our bull run is going to play into the intensity of how high XRP's price go, if that makes any sense. I'm going to say that again. Every one of these switches, in my opinion, will play into the intensity of the absolute, complete, totaled up power of the XRP's light intensity or its price, right? Equivalent to its price. Will each one of these will equate to its price. Now, in the bull market, as XRP cranks and as the floodgates open and we hit price discovery and we're rocking and rolling and we're moving, each one of these will play into the intensity of how high the price goes because they've been kind of sitting dormant, waiting, and not seen as these flip. They've not seen their it's not been seen in XRP's price, obviously. This being turned on as a monster switch flipper. Open permission features being enabled on the ledger and allowing for enterprise grade usage by the institutions, which has not happened yet. And people think that it has. And it's like, well, why hasn't a price going? Because it's not happened yet. Not been used on that level yet, but it will. A banking charter and what that will do, and the connection to the treasuries, things that we don't even know about. Pro Crypto Admin. This switch is going to keep like flipping and flipping and flipping and flipping and flipping over time, higher and higher and higher. Is it not? The Pro Crypto Admin, because that's kind of where all the core of a lot of this other stuff on this side, these switches and these switches at least, boom, 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 coming from here, at least on this side. Here are coming from this, the Pro Crypto Admin, okay? Paul Atkins, Project Crypto, blah, blah, blah. Genius Act, Clarity Act, SEC, blah, blah, blah. Case being over, I feel like playing into that. All 401k executive order allowing crypto and private equity and land into retirement accounts, all coming from Pro Crypto Admin. This switch keeps flipping over time, kind of adding more light switches. We can right? That's what's gonna. This is the one that spawns more light switches. This is mommy and daddy spawning more light switches, more babies. That was really dumb, but you know what I mean. Paul Atkins, another spawn off of there. Ripple's doing. You know what I mean. Maybe help from here. Maybe. Ripple's doing. Ripple, maybe a little help from here. Okay, so interesting to know where the light switches are coming from. In my opinion, the intensity of these add up to a total up or down price of XRP moving forward. And I am saying that this flip of the switch moment with these switches, some of them switched and some not, this one's going to keep working for us, this Pro Crypto Admin, over the next 3 years at least. And this is going to be huge. And this is huge. So anyway, each one contributes to the price. I'm going to start filling numbers in. Let me get the comments real quick. 480 volts says Lizard King. Let's do it in voltage. I agree. All right, so let's do. All right, so how much? Here's my question. How much will each one of these increase voltage-wise, increase the intensity of these bulbs? How much will each of these? I'm going to associate. I'm going to say this one right here. That's like 100 volts. This one, I'm going to tell you right now. That one's 50K. Because that's the one that just keeps providing massive voltage over time. This one here, the open permission features on the ledger. This one just allows for constant conduit, a constant flow of electricity, constant between the MENA region, the Asia Pacific, all these regions, Australia, all these regions across the planet, money-wise, and it just keeps rocking. That's a huge one. This is a huge one voltage-wise. All right, I'm going to let you guys put some voltage in because I want to go ahead and jump in and pop some in. You guys tell me where you think some of these are. Any thoughts from our comments section on how many volts these are? I'm saying that's 100. I'm saying this one, because we kind of already knew it was over for so long and everything, that's really only about 50 volts. This one is actually probably maybe 200, 250. Yep, the Genius Clarity Act. 401k executive order. This is more like 500 volts to 1,000, I'm saying. Coming in. Pro Crypto Admin, that's a constant feeder. That's kind of like a 10,000 volt thing because that's just a constant feeder. It even spawns new light switches, new bulbs. New light. It sheds new light. Project Crypto. That I am going to say is somewhere around. Ooh, that's pretty big. Too. That's at least like 5,000 volts. Let's see. Oh, New York Deposit. We're missing a light bulb down at the bottom. Which is this one. Let's see. RLUSD about banking licenses. That's big. This is big. You know, this is 25,000 volts or so. Let's see. Paul Atkins, Project Crypto. No, that's this. My apologies. That's this. Okay. No worries. That's that. And this is actually this. Very confusing. Very confusing. Very confusing. Thank God I'm not a professor in real life. That would be, we'd have some horrible, horrible teaching happening, huh? I'm gonna say, oh boy. Yeah, I'm wrong. It's actually this one. See what I mean? I was wrong. It's actually that one. Real, I'm gonna say this is about 35K. Pretty potent. Hidden Road? Oh boy. That's a big one too. I'm gonna put that at about 35K. I'll put it at 30,000 volts. The banking license. And by the way, here's my question with all the voltage and coming on and when, because we need a time horizon. My suggestion is that all of these feed the price of XRP once we hit price discovery and continue. And by the way, I just thought of it, the monstrous one. Guys, we forgot. There's a biggie. There's a big, huge one we forgot. There's a big one we forgot. ETFs. We forgot the ETFs. Woo! Yeah, that's a big one, man. XRP ETFs are a big one. To that, I am going to put 75,000 volts. That is huge. And again, my question with all of these is once we start running with XRP's price, a lot of these impetuses, a lot of these catalysts have been have not been put into play concerning pushing up the intensity of the light or XRP's price. So once we start to run, these then will kind of start doing what they should have done now, but we can't. We've been stifled. So all of these will kind of come into play, and that's to the level that I'm saying they will. Who knows if I am over the target or not? I am not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. We do actually have the banking charter to still, the banking charter license to fill in. I don't know what that's going to do. I'm thinking that's going to be, because that's a long term thing too. I'm going to give that. It could be the biggest. It could be. Because of over time, that could be the biggest that keeps it going, voltage wise. That permission features AMMs. Um, yeah. Wow. That's a lot. Guys, nice job. I never gave you my price, though, did I? Was that a stall tactic? Now that's an eraser. That is one serious eraser. All right, here's my price. Not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is a guess. I'm saying we'll be shy of $50 by the end of the year. Ready, of course, to just shoot to the moon over Q1, Q2 of 2026. That's my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. I don't know. Guys, I'm missing a lot of comments by playing this little shtick up here as Professor Knucklehead. Let's see. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Paul's decision on interest rates is the most immediate effect. Okay. Powell's decision, I think you mean. Okay. Well, that's that's M2 money, right? So M2 money is crucial. And you make a very good point, and I did not bring that up. That's a huge light switch. Nice job. And I know you meant Raoul Powell. I'm sorry. I know you meant Jerome Powell. You meant Powell, not Raoul Powell. Jerome Powell. Yeah. You said Paul's decision, but I'm sure Conga, you mean Raoul Powell. Gosh dang it. You mean Jerome Powell. The guy who gets up there and clears his throat all the time. He's always going, well, my colleagues and I, our dual mandate, our dual mandate goal is keep interest rates below 2%, 3%, whatever he says, and the job market healthy, and our core CPI numbers. And it's like, dude, you trying to bull crap every time you clear the throat? Because I'm counting a bunch of throat clears. Yeah, he's got 3 more times coming out. Yeah, 3 more times coming out this year. We know the cycle. We know they have not lowered the rates time after time after time recently this year. They meet 8 times a year. They got 3 more coming, and I think we all know what's going down. We're going to see the interest rates. That's what's going down. And what's going to happen is we're going to see an injection of money coming in to this economy in the fall, hitherto which has not been seen. Yeah, that's what I'm calling. I'm calling an insane bull run with market conditions all lining up, macro conditions all lining up. I am calling a massive, everybody in crypto loves to say massive, a massive bull run. I am calling a massive bull run. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of what I say or do. I am a moon boy professor guy out here who loves XRP and a few others. Don't buy or sell anything because of what I say or do, and don't listen to me. I am calling the largest bull run we've ever freaking seen in our lives coming up this fall to Q1, Q2, and it's going to keep rocking on a la internet bull run that we saw with all the internet stocks back in the day, and everybody's like, oh my God, this thing really is a thing. Holy crap, this internet thing. Yeah, Sorry to do that. But yeah, same thing with crypto. Everybody's going to go, oh my God, this crypto thing really is a thing. And then they're all going to go buying. And we're going to dump on all of them. They're going to be our exit liquidity. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but that's how this works after you've done this for a while. So if you're sticking to the channel, understand it's not financial advice. It's simply my opinion. I'm here to educate and inform and give entertainment and not be a big jerk either. So I want to switch gears from that kind of stuff because I don't like being so I was someone's exit liquidity when I got into the market. Isn't it true? Yeah, it's true. It's a passing of the torch. It's a game. Everybody does. It is what it is. And these folks who get in that are going to be my exit liquidity this next time will be someone else's exit. Somebody else will be their exit liquidity next time. Right? Right. And it's not even us. It's really institutional players. Although it's amazing how crypto adoption has had it be over these last years that the retail market could move an asset class so much and so violently and potently and have such an effect. Pretty darn impressive, folks into crypto. Wow. Wait till the institutions can play ball. Holy crap. All right. Guys. Yes. Mr. Jerome Powell. Mr. Jerome Powell does his thing. Now doesn't he? Just like each one before him did. It is what it is. When we see how the game works, we can, not you, me. When I see how the game works, I can start putting my money on it carefully. And wow, the things that can happen. It takes time. Building wealth is not Elmer Fudd? Is not scratching a lottery ticket. It's not scratching a lottery ticket. Francisco Diaz says liquidity. I need to go back far enough in the comments to know what in the world I'm sorry. What are you talking about? But liquidity is crucial. Always liquidity. Anytime we're talking finance, it's liquidity. And Donnie, just Eddie says $300 XRP would be amazing. I don't know. I mean, we could see $1,000 XRP by the end of the year. I don't know. Nobody knows. We could see a $500 XRP. That can't happen, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Thin Liquidity says almost anything can happen in this crypto space, even with XRP's tokenomics. Pull out your calculator. For the folks who say that can't happen, yes, it most definitely can, based on Thin Liquidity. Yes, it can. How much money comes on? How much money comes onto the ledger? What this does to our market cap early on? What this does to XRP's price early on? While we run in the beginning, it won't do it 2, 3, 4 years from now. It'll be more steady. It'll still run like a son of a gun. I'm not a financial advisor. That's my opinion. That's why I see this whole thing playing out. This is why I'm not going to be selling all my XRP, and neither is the wife. That doesn't make any sense. No, not selling all the XRP. I'm going to wait and see what happens with XRP and a few others. I know I brought the voice down a little bit because it was getting a little too crazy even for me. Time to bring it back down, Tank. Yeah, some of these coins, some of these projects that we're holding, never financial advice. I don't know if I want to actually sell all of them. I don't think I will. HBAR, XDC, XLM, XRP. Don't think I will sell all of those four. Not going to do it. No, that's not too smart. I don't know what they're really going to do price-wise in the real world and also ability to gain interest off them by having institutions or banks custody them for me and I get money. So, anyway, I will tell you that you all are the best for joining me into Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with this little knuckle face. Frank the Crypto Tech, having a blast with you this morning. And I'm practicing for the crypto cash out because you've got to talk like Thurston Howell once this happens. No, please don't. Please don't ever change. Please be yourselves. Once this wealth comes to us, never financial advice, never life advice. I guess it is. I'm going to give it to myself. Don't change who I am once this happens. Money is a tool to be used. It is not something to tell us who we are. That's an important thing to consider. I hope you guys have a great day today, and I hope you love it. Thank you for coming in. And if I miss comments, I'm sorry, because I'm a little yapper face. And I'll get to him next time. You guys are the best. Have the best day ever. Please tap like and subscribe down below. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget the Caleb link down below as well. You're going to want to know about them on your crypto journey. Crypto info, blockchain made easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Have the best day. See you at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Love you guys. Have a great day. Not in a weird way either.